Pro-Am tickets are $25, and event organizers, now peep this, business is booming when Caitlyn is involved. Pro-Am tickets are $25, and event organizers saw demand increase 1,200%.
She couldn't, they said. We don't permit that, they informed her. However, Caitlyn Clark wouldn't give up. Not after all that she's endured. The stillness, the hate, and the strikes. The WNBA Commissioner went too far this time, and now everyone can see the truth. This has evolved beyond basketball. It's about control, power, and a league that fears the influence of a single woman. Tell me in the comments before we start. Is it okay for Caitlyn Clark to play golf and develop her brand? Or is she being obstructed by the WNBA?
She played the front nine with the world #1 Nelly Korda and back nine with golf icon Annika Sorenstam, the event's host. It was an honor to play the Pro-Am with Caitlyn last year. The crowds were amazing, and we are excited for her to return to the Annika in November.
Put your thoughts aside, give the video a like, and let's find out what's actually going on. According to reports, Caitlyn Clark was cautioned by the WNBA Commissioner that this is unacceptable. Caitlyn consented to participate in the Annika Pro-Am Golf Tournament, an LPGA showcase where demand for tickets skyrocketed by more than 100% just due to her name. She was immediately accepted by golf. The WNBA has yet to acknowledge what the LPGA has. Caitlyn is more than just a sports person. The moment is her. However, the commissioner noticed another item, a danger. A player taking charge of her brand, connecting with fans, and moving beyond the WNBA limelight. The league has no control over such power. Tensions increased behind the scenes. The goal of Caitlyn's camp was to back her move. It's a charity event that gives women's sports international visibility. However, according to sources, the commissioner remained steadfast in her insistence that she represented the WNBA rather than golf.
Have another event and invite Caitlyn to it. They're going to invite Caitlyn to as many events as they possibly can because they saw what it just did for the sport of golf. And I just don't understand why the WNBA, I mean, I will never understand. I feel like they fumbled so many things this season. They weren't ready for the moment. And this just proves that you can be ready for the moment. There is things.
Her coach, Stephanie White, intervened at that point and declared, "She's going." "You can't stop her," Stephanie said, meeting the commissioner's gaze. Everything changed in that instant. A head coach publicly opposing the league's highest authority alongside her star. You hardly ever see it in professional sports. According to reports, the commissioner even threatened to impose sanctions on Caitlyn for allegedly breaking promotional guidelines. Consider that. Penalized for playing golf. The same player that increased the league's overall attendance, viewership, and retail sales all by himself. Being penalized now for drawing attention to a different sport. The fans were incensed. Social media was in disarray. Why would she be prevented from expanding the game by the WNBA? What's the point of punishing your biggest star? According to reports, some WNBA owners even questioned the commissioner's judgment in private. Caitlyn remained calm. She maintained her composure. However, her serene confidence spoke for itself when reporters questioned her about it. "Nobody is able to prevent me from competing. I adore this game. Every one of them." The statement, "No one can stop me," was more powerful than any dunk, declaring in public that Caitlyn has earned every right to represent herself and the sport she loves. Stephanie White redoubled her efforts. The commissioner, meanwhile, said nothing. Nothing, no interviews, no statements. The wave then arrived. NBA legends, WNBA fans, and LPGA fans started pointing out the hypocrisy.
Hesitancy about giving Caitlyn Clark too much praise. They didn't want to give her too much praise. They didn't want to prop her up too much and forget about everyone else who came before her. Didn't want to put her on MVP ladders. Didn't want to put her as Rookie of the Year until it was so evident that they had to. There was just so many things that it felt like it was always just a little bit of a push. Like, make sure you don't do too much. We don't want to give her too much praise. We don't want to tweet about her too much. We don't want to post about her too much. We don't want to give her too much media coverage. Let's just make sure that everyone else is also happy. Like, that seemed to be the consensus for the entire WNBA.
You prevent players from developing their brands while allowing them to be hit without any defense. Though not for the proper reasons, the WNBA began to gain popularity. All throughout the world, headlines read, "WNBA control issue, Clark warned." Supporters call for change.
I honestly just got so triggered by Caitlin Clark's golf debut, and it is no fault of hers that I got upset. It is the fault of the WNBA because the LPGA just did everything that the WNBA should have been doing this season. They did it all correct in literally one day. So I talked about it in a previous video how this Pro-Am event originally wasn't even going to be televised, but there were so many fans who were emailing the organization saying, how can we watch Caitlin? Can we come to the event? Can you live stream it? All of these things. And it ended up being put on television. And that was great. Fans were really excited about that. There was so much buzz online. She was trending on Twitter, all of the things. And the LPGA was promoting the crap out of this event. And they also did something really smart by pairing her up with their currently #1 golfer in the world. And her name is Nelly Korda. So there are photos of Caitlin and Nelly literally everywhere. And the LPGA was so smart in doing this because they knew that there would be so many eyeballs on Caitlin. So if they put their #1
learned anything from her, golf's hard. Hard to replicate that fast. But no, she's been incredible and she's really cool too. And somebody I've been watching and following for a while now. So it's fun to be out here and get to see an up close look at how she does things. Just so smooth and really good at what she does.
I don't know. I mean, I was just reminding myself, like, I don't really care what happens. It doesn't really matter. I don't play golf for a living, and just have fun with it. Like, this isn't, super serious. Enjoy the experiences. There were so many people that would,
The league's public relations nightmare had formally started. Caitlin showed no restraints in her most recent appearance. "I will continue to perform wherever I can find inspiration. I can't be stopped." That was the time. A young woman clearly stating, "You can't silence me," in front of a whole league. The LPGA also encouraged her.
And whatever it is, but you could just feel the energy and excitement in the room, and I thought that was what's so cool about it.
Annika, same question.
Yeah, same answer. It was well done. No, I agree. It was, it's always fun when people from different demographics and, different industry get together and just share ideas and, just listening. And I mean, in the end of the day, there's a lot of...
You're excited, honestly. I'm not a professional golfer by any means, so I think just having...
Following her swift support from sponsors, the WNBA is now confronted with a question that goes beyond basketball. Is a new commissioner who genuinely believes in women's success needed? What are your thoughts? Should the commissioner be held responsible for preventing Caitlin Clark from playing golf, or should she be punished for doing so? Post your opinions in the comment section. Be supportive of Caitlin Clark. In order for everyone to see what's truly going on behind the scenes, please hit the like button, subscribe for more stories that convey the truth, and share this video.